Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy post-Halloween. I hope you guys had fun. I had a really low-key Halloween. Stayed home with my wife. We had a movie night, chilled. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good Halloween. Happy Friday, though. It's almost the weekend. I got family coming in town today. They actually should be literally arriving like any second now. But if you see me run away from the screen real fast, it's because I got my coffee brewing. I'm getting another round of coffee. Should be done in like a minute or two. But yeah, guys, happy Friday. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys have been making good trades. Yeah, guys, happy Friday. Today we're switching it up too for the live stream. I think I'm limiting where I live stream now. I'm only gonna be live streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and X. I stopped live streaming on TikTok. Just because I want to push that audience to my other profiles, because I would rather grow my YouTube or my X. Twitch, I'm like trying to figure out Twitch. I think if I just keep consistently streaming to Twitch, it'll be better. But yeah, right now I'm just I'm focused on growing YouTube and X the most, and then Twitch is just consistency. So yeah, I hope you guys and preferably me. Those platforms are way better user experience to stream on, and just to watch, you know. But yeah, guys, the fun thing is our BLOFIN event ended, and we have a new one kicking off today. Well, actually it kicked off yesterday, but it's kicking off today. For this stream is when I'm first announcing it. But our last event, the one with $17,000 in prizes, where you could win up to the worth of a Rolex, $10,000. That event ended today, and so I hope you guys were able to trade, take part, and actually earn. And if you guys did earn and were able to earn some cash and put that in your pocket, at me. Oh, thank you, babe. Appreciate it. But like if you now I don't have to get up. My wife brought me my coffee. So but yeah, if you were able to earn during that event, if you were able to earn some cash in your pocket, send a screenshot at me, say, look, we were able to make it, whatever. But yeah, so that event ended, and now we're on to the next event. So every 2 weeks, pretty much, I'm gonna have an event for you guys on BLOFIN. Okay, every 2 weeks you're gonna have a new event to earn. Now this event isn't gonna be this current one that I'm about to announce. It's on the screen, that one right there. It's not going to be as long as the last one. It's only like a couple days. Okay. I'll get into more details when we start chatting about it. But this one, you can win up to 2 Bitcoin. Okay. So it's actually a much larger prize pool. But you could win straight up in your pocket 2 Bitcoin. And there's 2 ways: you trade and you deposit. That's the only thing you got to do. And you could win up to 2 Bitcoin in this event. So not like one person gets 1 Bitcoin or one person gets a half. No, you could yourself win 2 Bitcoin, which is Right now, that's like almost $140,000. So that's a pretty crazy event. And now there's now that's not the only prize. You can win Pepe, you can win Sheeb, TRX, other many other coins. And I'll get into it and I'll show you guys what I've won already. And it's only been a day. So you guys can go win too. So we'll show you that stuff. But let me get into the details. Okay, so this event period is from October 30th to November 3rd. Okay, so that's Sunday. You have like really 3 days, like 3 more days in this event. Okay, it's from October 30th to November 3rd. So actually it's been that's why I had so many opportunities. It's been since Wednesday. I thought it started on Halloween, but it's actually been, yeah, it's a 5-day event, I think. Yeah, 5-day event. So event 1, okay, is the Halloween spin event. Okay, so I'll let me screen share. Okay, so it's this. It's the Halloween spin event. Okay, you can win up to 2 Bitcoin and then $10,000 in other Halloween airdrop rewards. Okay, so the Halloween spin, deposit and trade to receive exclusive Halloween gifts. Okay, so there's gifts like you can win 2 Bitcoin, you can win the value of an iPhone 16, 30,000 Sheeb, TradingView Pro for 3 months. You're not getting TradingView Pro, but you get the equivalent value of it. 2 TRX, $10 futures bonus, or 40,000 Pepe, or if you get good luck, means you got nothing. Okay, so event 2, complete simple tasks to receive random token candies. Follow BLOFIN on Twitter, retweet the post, and join BLOFIN community. Okay, so that one is a part of this, I think. Yeah, yep, it's a part of this. So if you do complete tasks to earn more and draw chances. Okay, if you do these tasks, like, you know, deposit some money, do some trading. I did some of the other ones, but if you do the task, you also can earn, and those earnings go towards your spin. Okay, random token candies include Pepe, Sol, ETH, Gummy, BOME, Floki, Bonk, BTC, etc. There's a lot of coins you can earn, a lot of prizes. Okay, you know what I just realized? I don't have this link in my bio, in my link tree. Let me add it real fast. Let me add it real fast so everyone watching can easily go join it, okay? And my link, okay, my link that I do win 2 Bitcoin. Oh wait, no. BLOFIN, okay, and then we want to do this, add a link. Okay, this one. Okay, we're adding it right now. Sorry. Win 2 Bitcoin. Where'd it go? Let me save this image real fast. Oh, that's where it is. There you go. All right, the link is in my bio. I forgot to add it. Now it's in my bio. So if you would like to sign up for BLOFIN or participate in this activity and guarantee your registration, go use my link in my bio. Sign up, deposit. If you deposit, right, community of futures deposit two spins, right? If you deposit $100 or more, and then so on and so forth. So once you do $100, it'll probably go up a little bit to like 1,000 or something. But every time you deposit, or wait, no. Every time you deposit $100, it gives you 2 entries to spend. Okay, so if you deposit $1,000, you're getting 20 entries to spend for 2 Bitcoin, right? So if you deposit and then you begin to trade too, trading for every $10,000 in trading you do, you earn a spin. Yeah, so that's how you get to spinning, and then that's how you do it. So I have 3 currently, and let's do it together. Let's see what we win. All right, let's do it. Let's see what we win today. Watch me get a good look. First spin. That'd be no. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. We got 2 more. Let's see what we get this morning. Dang it. One more time. Come on, give me something. Give me something good. iPhone 16. 2 Bitcoin. That's what I want. Oh my, 3 in a row. That sucks. That sucks. So far though, this is what I have won. So I'll share. I'll be transparent with you guys. I've won TRX, Pepe. I've won like 120,000 Pepe, 2, 4, 6, 8 TRX, and 60,000 Sheep. So like, you know, I think this last month, what I won over all the events that they've done, because I can't participate in my own events, but the events that they've done publicly, I've earned $300. So from these coins and stuff that I keep accumulating. So like, it was pretty good, like for trading, and it's just an add-on to what I've earned already through trading, right? So yeah, so take part in that. Go join. Link is in my bio. But yeah, happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Friday. New event, new ways to earn just for you guys. This one actually is not, sorry, this one actually is a public event. So this one's not just a Soul Maniac event, but it is a public event that anybody can kind of take part in. But my registration link guarantees you entry and opportunities to get these spins. So yeah. All right, I just want to share that with you guys real fast. We'll do some more posts about those later on another time, but I want to share that to get the stream kicked off. Ooh. Guys, I was pretty stoked to see what happened on the charts on Bitcoin, because we called that on Wednesday. I don't know if you guys recall, but on Wednesday's stream, I told you guys, you know, I told you we're at a key resistance point. I was expecting Bitcoin to fall, and my target goals, I told you, were $70,000 to $69,000. Bitcoin fell right into that target, is currently sitting in that target, and I'm watching to see if Bitcoin actually finds support here in this area or rejects off. So I'm pretty excited to be able to start this stream off today with sharing like, hey, we talked about this. We did the technical analysis. We shared it live with you. We did it all live. I'm not doing it like off stream and then, you know, recording it. No, I did it live with you. And we got to show you like, look, this TA works. What we're sharing with you works. And hopefully that gives you guys confidence for when you go to do your own TA that, hey, look, it works. You can kind of predict based on what price action is doing, where support and resistance is. Now, it's not foolproof, right? Sometimes we'll be wrong. But most of the time, when you do the technical analysis, what I'm trying to share with you guys, what I'm trying to teach you guys in these live streams, it works. Okay? That's why people make a living day trading, because it works. There's a difference from day trading and gambling, right? Gambling is right now me just buying Bitcoin if I'm a day trader, right? Not now if you're a spot trader and you're looking at the long term, that's a different conversation. But I'm saying day trading, that I'm trying to be in a trade today and be closed out by end of day and make some money. Gambling is I'll just buy Bitcoin today and oh, everyone says it goes up. It'll go up eventually, right? It'll go up eventually. That's gambling. When you're a day trader and you're a smart trader, you see what price is doing. You say, hey, in today's 24 hours that I have to trade, what is price going to do? Is it going to fall or is it going to rise? Right now, it's giving me hints that it's actually probably going to go lower. We're going to get into TA. I haven't really done deep diving TA because I wanted to do it with you guys. So I haven't really done any TA this morning. But based on what I see as an overall just quick glance, it looks like we actually might be going lower than higher. So before an election, we might see actually lower prices rather than higher prices. And then maybe post-election is when we get the Moon-vember. Okay, like we're in November, we get a moon. Okay, and really price starts running. And I'm going to show you and go into some information on November of why I think November will actually be even a better ROI than October. Okay, so and what will happen with the election. The election, I think November is going to be a good month either way. Whoever gets elected, if it's Kamala or Trump. Now, if it's Trump, I think our month will be crazy. Like I think it'll be a really, really, really good month for Bitcoin. Okay, but if it's Kamala, I think it's going to be like a typical, maybe even a little less ROI. Okay, not red. I think it will still be a green month, but just not as big of a pump. But if it's Trump, I think this month will be crazy. Okay, I think this month will be crazy for Bitcoin, and we'll get into that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the expectations. We'll do some percentages and charting out of the potential future gains, that what's the price that Bitcoin could go, you know, dependent on how far this correction goes that we're watching, what is price when election happens, and so on and so forth. And I want to share with you guys, next Tuesday on election day, we will be having a special stream that Tuesday night. Okay, so hopefully it's like towards the end of the night, once the polls have started coming in, we can see what Bitcoin's doing. We'll do some charting actually on election day. Okay, so next week we're gonna have one extra live stream during the election time. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for that on next Tuesday. So I'm kind of excited to see, one, be live for that, and two, see what Bitcoin actually does. You know, see what Bitcoin does here with the election. How much will the election actually affect the price? It could not. You know, I hear a lot of people thinking that it could dump or pump. It could honestly not do anything. You know, I think sometimes we put too much weight on this US election on what price does. I could be wrong, but sometimes I think we just put too much weight on these two people, you know. But we'll see. Only time can tell, and only time can give us that information of what will actually happen. All right, and today we're also going to get into grass, because grass, I think, has insane potential for this next bull run. I mean, grass has nonstop just been up only since it's launched. It's been killer, and I really, really, really want you guys to be paying attention to grass, because that is that coin I'm very excited for. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let me stop yapping. Let's stop yapping. Okay, and let's actually start getting into some technical analysis while you're here. And by the way, before we get into it, can you guys share the stream, show it some love? You know, any engagement is super, super helpful. Really helps push our content forward. Really helps push our content out there. And so, guys, if you can, give it a like, show it some love. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this thing. I'm gonna turn off my P&L screen over there, so because we don't have any open positions this morning yet. If I open a position, I'll throw it back up so you guys can see if I'm profitable or not. So let's start with Bitcoin. Okay, we'll start with Bitcoin, then work our way down to Solana, and then from Solana we're gonna do some grass. Okay, because grass I think is a huge potential. Okay. Wow, look at this volume over here. Wow, let me shrink the volume down. Why is my volume doing that? There we go. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. We're starting from top down. Okay, so we're on the weekly time frame. Okay, we're starting the weekly time frame. Sorry, it's a little crazy and a little messy, but I hope it makes sense as I go into it, because I don't want to delete this. Okay, so we have the channel we've watched from day one of live streaming. Dude, we've been watching this thing for a very long time, right? We had this channel We have price breakout of the channel, price retesting, almost retesting all-time high price over here, and then rejecting pretty heavily off. And now on the weekly time frame, you see price is actually below the VWAP, okay, on a weekly time frame. Bearish indicator, but we'll see what actually ends up happening here on the weekly time frame. Okay, we still got some time left in it. Let me do this real fast. So we have prices a little larger for you. Okay, so weekly time frame, kind of a heavy wick here on the weekly time frame on this current candle that we're in, price below VWAP. Okay, but the nice thing is we have broken out of our channel. Bullish indicator, very bullish. Our EMAs are in a bullish state, in a bullish trend. Okay, they're not crossing, they're not bending at all so far in the weekly time frame. Okay, so weekly time frame, when you zoom out, if you're going on a very large time frame, right, from like now to the end of the year, we're looking bullish. Okay, now I'm a day trader. Okay, maybe you're not a day trader, maybe you're a spot trader. If you're a spot trader or more of a heavy longer time frame, it's looking bullish. Okay, now for me, I'm a day trader. I trade every single day, so I'm looking at, in this 24 hours, what's gonna happen in the next 48 hours, right? Next 48 hours with this kind of candle, that's a bearish signal. Okay, but in the long term, right, next couple months, maybe next half a year, maybe a year, we're looking bullish. Okay, now let's go down to a little bit lower. Let's go to the day. Okay, day time frame is retesting the top of this candle, right? We're retesting the top of where this previous high was, and we wouldn't want price to hold here. We would not want price to really fall down to this. That's more of a bearish signal. If we want potentially before the election time for price to continue going up and maybe even breaking all-time high. But the signals I'm getting on a lower time frame, like within the next 48 hours to 72 hours or up until election day, it's looking a little more bearish. Okay, it's looking a little more bearish. VWAP right here is in a sharp downtrend. Okay, EMA on the 9 is starting to shift downwards, and price is below VWAP. We might even be breaking this trend line right here. Okay, which would indicate for me we're probably going to go down and test the 50 EMA, this line right here, and this support zone, which would be 66,000 to about $65,000 Bitcoin. Okay, that's the next support. And if that happens, we could get, if price fails, if price goes down to here, right? If say price does this, where's my tool? Where's the tool? There it is, path. Say price did this. Say price goes down to 65,000, like I said. Price comes up, but this now turns 70,000 turns into resistance, and then we begin to fall further back down here. You're gonna get a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, now I'm not for sure, right? I don't know for sure if this will happen, but it's something to take note of, that this formation could take place if 70K does turn into resistance, and a head and shoulders pattern is a bearish indicator, which means we potentially could even go even further lower. Okay, so I'm watching to see, one, in the short term, what is price going to do? Are we going to fall to here and find support here, or will this stay as support and continue this trend upwards? Or do we kind of find ourselves making a bearish head and shoulders pattern, or does price instead come up and out and break new all-time highs, right? This could also happen. Okay, so I'm watching. This is what I'm kind of looking for and kind of looking out to see what is price actually going to do, because it's important to take note of this stuff and not get stuck in a sentiment, right? We want up and only, right? We want the bullish trend, we want the bullish sentiment to not stop. And it's very easy to get stuck in that sentiment and be blind to what potentially could happen. And so I'm trying to be the voice of reason, that maybe we find resistance here. Maybe this isn't support right now. Okay, maybe it fails, and maybe we do find ourselves going a little lower, and you know, that's okay. That's okay. There's always opportunity either way. If we're going up or we're going down, there's in day trading, there's opportunity either way. Okay, so we can make money if it's going up, we can make money if it's going down. So it's not something that I'm trying to be fearful or like scare anybody. I'm just trying to be honest and open at what I'm seeing on the charts. Now, really, we can't say anything until this candle today closes. We can't know for sure. Will we fall below this? Right? Will we fall out of this support area that I have here? Or will we actually find support here and push to all-time highs? We will know by end of today, I think. I think by end of today, we'll get some good information. Okay, so let's go into the 4-hour time frame. And by the way, this was our goal for the month of October. Let me scoot it over just a little bit more. Right there. That should be to November. Nope, a little bit more. November 2nd. There we go. November 1st. Okay. By the beginning of this week was 1027. Our hope was that this week we would break and get 11% return on our by the end of October. We did not end up getting that extra 11%, which would have put us over 20+% ROI for the month of October. Okay, we got about halfway. Okay, we actually ended up getting at peak about an additional 6%, which put us almost to 14% ROI for the month. And now we have a correction, and so the month of October is actually closing at 10.76%. Okay, honestly, I'm bummed. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I was expecting 20+% this month. We were half that. Okay. A little bummed. But it's still green. I think we're going to have a very good green November. And then I think we're going to have a green December. Okay. So I'm not too worried about this. I'm not scared or anything like that. I think we have a green November, and I'm not going to get too far ahead. I want to finish our TA on Bitcoin before I get into what I think November can bring. Okay. But let's finish the October talk, where we actually ended up only getting almost 11%. Okay. Which isn't bad. 11% is great, right? 11% is really good. But not ideal. Not what we were hoping for. Okay. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame now. 4-hour time frame. When you're looking at, for me, it looks bearish in the short term too. We have the 9 below the 20 EMA. We have price wicking off the VWAP and the 9 and the 20. It's looking bearish. Do you see what I'm talking about here? It's looking pretty bearish. Let me move this out of the way now, because we'll use this for November's conversation. It's looking pretty bearish, and price is almost outside of our support. So we have an hour and a half left in this 4-hour candle, which probably will close at the end of our stream, and we'll go check in on it by end of stream. But it's not looking great. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe we get some momentum back up above VWAP, but in the next hour and a half. But currently, it's looking pretty bearish on the charts in the short term. Okay, let's go down to the 1 hour, and then we'll stop at the 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, you can see the EMAs are an absolute mess right now. They're trying to figure it out. That, you know, we almost had a good pump here. You know, a higher high was made from this consolidation, right? But then it fell pretty hard and went back to like a double bottom right here. So I'm still wanting to see what is happening. The hour time frame seems to be holding in this box, and I wouldn't really expect bullish movement unless I see the 9 and the 20 EMA crossing up here. And then that'd be a little bit of confirmation of, okay, maybe we are going to go higher rather than lower. This EMA cross here was a total fake out, right? Was a really bad move. It crossed, then instant dump. Okay, so right now I'm very cautious in opening up trades because price movement is pretty weird right now. It's not very consistent. usually when the 9 and the 20 cross, it's a very bullish signal and it actually would continue up. But this right here is showing me that there's some inconsistencies in my indicators and I need to kind of wait for higher time frame confirmations. And that's why I would rather wait for the 4-hour 9 and 20 to cross before I enter a long position. Okay, because right now the 1-hour indicators are not very strong. Okay, they're not, you know, they're not very helpful, but they can give me good indication on what the 4-hour would do, right? Of what could come from the 4-hour. So I'm still waiting to see what happens before I have an actual sentiment on, do I think in the short term, like 24 to 48 hours, are we bearish or bullish? Okay, and hopefully we get that confirmation in stream today. But yeah, if we don't, follow me on X, follow me on like on my platforms, because I will post about it once I maybe get some more confirmation if it's outside of our stream. Okay, or join the Discord. That's honestly another great place to get information, because I'll actually post my TA in the Discord just like I do on X. Okay, so join the Discord if you're not in there, if you would like to get more TA. And if I think we actually, we're almost to 80 members. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're actually to 80 almost 80 members in our Discord. So we're at 78 currently. So hop in there, join the community, join a lot of other traders who are trying to, you know, take opportunity in the space. I got a text. All right. So yeah, I think right now Bitcoin is trying to figure things out, right? Price is trying to figure things out here. Now let's get into the conversation. Let me zoom out again. Okay. Let me zoom out. Okay. And we're going to talk about November real fast. Okay. From current price. Okay. Cause it's November 1st. Okay. From current price, 69,420. Okay. That's where we're going to have it just be the standard. Now today it could go lower, right? No, it could fall down to here. It could hold, you know, we'll see. But from current price, we're basically essentially October closed at. Actually, let's put it where October closed. Okay. Well, we're going to put where October closed. Okay. Which is right there. October closed at 72.56. Okay. 72.56. We're right about there. Okay, maybe $10 off because it's kind of hard to get it right on 72.56. Let's talk about what November could bring. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, there you go. November over here on the right hand side of the screen, you see November. It's gonna be a green month. Every time September is green, October, November, December are green, and almost every single time November is green. Kind of just like October. October is almost always green. November is almost always green. We've only ever had 4 red Novembers in the entire history of Bitcoin. Okay, so November is usually green. Now the median, the average return on Bitcoin in November is 43%. Okay, do I think we're gonna get 43% Bitcoin? I don't know. That's a pretty crazy jump, especially after being October wasn't as bullish as we hoped. I don't know, 43% might not be totally realistic. Okay, 7.12% is the median return on Bitcoin in November. I think that's low. I don't think we see 7% for what's up, Dad? I don't think we see 7% in Bitcoin. Okay, I don't think we see 7% in November. I think we see 15 to 20. Okay, that I think is a reasonable expectation. If you look at the history when Bitcoin's green in November, we have 8%, 43%, 53.4, you know, 5.5, 20, 12.5, and then 5, almost 450% here. So I think a 20% return for November is not unrealistic. I think a 43% is. I think 43% is a little out of reach, especially after October. Okay, so let's go back. Say we got 20% return in November. What does that look like from the close of October? Okay, From the close of October, we got 20%. A 20% return in November. That puts Bitcoin at $84,000. Okay, at the close of October or at the close of November. So by November, by the end, potentially Bitcoin could hit $84,000. Okay, now if we had maybe a little less, like say it was only a 10% return. 10% return would put us at 70,000. Wait, no, that's not right. 77,000 Bitcoin. $77,000 Bitcoin. That still breaks all-time high. Okay? I think in November, either way the election goes, we see an all-time high for Bitcoin. I think if Kamala wins, we see a more conservative pump, like a 10% to 20%. You know, 20% I think would be even maybe a little heavy if Kamala won, right? But I think we see a more conservative pump if Kamala wins, okay? So maybe a max of 20%, which should put us at $84,000 Bitcoin. Now, if Trump wins, I think we could see the more towards the average return on Bitcoin, like a 40%, 30%, 40%, okay? Now, if Bitcoin gets a 30 to 40% return, let's go on the lower end, 30%. If Bitcoin receives a 30% return in November, you're looking at a $91,000 Bitcoin in the month of November. Okay, it might not close at the end of November, but by that time, some point in November, we could see a $91,000 Bitcoin. Okay, now I can't predict the future. I don't have a magic wand that's gonna show you, yep, this is where Bitcoin's going. I'm going off historical data of what Bitcoin has done in the past, okay? I'm trying to keep it realistic. I'm trying to keep expectations factual and not optimistic, or I'm not trying to give you guys hopium, because I think hopium is honestly one of the worst things in crypto, okay? People like the Moon Show, I was watching them and they're talking about, oh, by end of the year in 2025, we can see, you know, $500,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, we could. But let's like hone into now. Let's stop shooting for the stars. Let's be realistic for what's gonna happen now and give you guys realistic expectations. And you know, based on historical evidence, based on historical facts, we could potentially see a $91,000 Bitcoin by November. Okay. Now next year, yeah, we maybe could go even higher, right? But what we're trying to do here is educate and teach day trading. And so I want you guys to have a clear expectation on what could happen in November, okay? Could it be bullish or could it be bearish, right? And I think with election, with historical facts on Bitcoin, and potentially with what price does in the early portion of November, is dependent on how high we actually could go in November. Now, let's also look at this. We didn't do this last time in October, and I think we should have. But let's look at the weekly returns in November, and historically, what is the first and second week of November like, okay? We're currently in the 44th week of the year, which is the first week of November, right? Historically, the first week of November is green, and honestly, it gets decent returns. You know, you're looking at 1%, you know, 1 to 2%, sometimes even double digits, sometimes pretty low. So the first week of November actually could be a bullish week. Now, the second week of November is actually tends to be 50-50 on bullish or bearish, okay? So the second week of November is if we see some weird action, right? Maybe some correction, maybe some dump after the first week of November absolutely pumping, right? That's normal. Let's not freak out second week of November if we see a pretty large correction, okay? Like, well, we saw a 21% correction in November. Let's not freak out on the second week, okay? That's normal. This has happened before. Now the third week of November, also kind of a toss-up on if it could be green or red, okay? Now the last week of November tends to lean bullish, okay? So let's remember that. Let's like write it down in a notepad to remind yourself as you're doing your trading in the first, second, third, or fourth week of November. What is it typically? Is it typically bullish? Is it typically a toss-up? Could be bullish or bearish, right? Or is it typically bearish, right? Write that down. So you have context for when you're day trading and you don't freak out if price action starts happening. You could say, what week are we in November? And what is the typical thing that happens? Let's not freak out, right? Okay. I think that's really good. I should have done that in October because in the first 2 weeks of October, I think people freaked out. But if we would have looked at it, it's normal. It's not something weird. Okay. It normally happens that way. All right. So first week of November, we can kind of expect it to be pretty bullish. Okay. Now it could be moderately bullish, or it could be actually have a pretty significant pump. Okay. So I'm going to expect for the next 7 days, from now to November 7th, we're going to see some bullish moves, and we'll see how high we go. Okay. That's what my expectations are for the first week of November. All right. Okay. And I think that gives also some clear expectations that if we see price fall to this support, and if the first week of November tends to be bullish, that could present a very good long opportunity. Okay. Because we might see correction before we see a pump. Right. So that's something good to keep in mind. Because say we fell down to here, and say we saw maybe a 5% return in that month, or let's just put it back to the support. If we fall to $65,000 Bitcoin and we had a 6% return in the first week of November, we're going back to this support at 70K. Do you see what I'm saying? Put it in perspective. That's not unrealistic. Okay. So yeah, that is Bitcoin. That's what I kind of want to show you guys in Bitcoin. Now let's go down to Solana, because whatever Bitcoin's going to do, Solana's going to probably follow. Let's go up to the weekly time frame and then work our way down, right? I'm not loving what price action is doing on Solana, okay? And I'll explain why. I'm not loving this. It's not looking too bullish, okay? Like Bitcoin's actually looking like we could see breakout, actually looking like we could see support, where Solana is not looking great. And here's why. Weekly time frame, we failed to make a higher high from this high, okay? Bitcoin, we pushed up, made a higher high from this high over here. Solana is actually trying to make a higher high, but now rejecting and failing that. So I'm not loving this at all when it comes to Solana. Let me delete some of this stuff, and we're gonna clean it up, and we're actually gonna redo. Oh, you might hear my dog. Okay, we're gonna do some TA right now. All right, we're gonna freshen up the charts on Solana. Okay, what I'm seeing right now is we had a breakout of the pennant formation that we've been watching with Solana, but it's falling right back into it. Kind of a bummer. Okay, I'm pretty bummed. I was hoping that we kept this breakout and pushed even higher and went back to 200. Okay, Solana's just not doing it. It's kind of failing right now in regards to a breakout, which would indicate for me that there could be support here. Okay, we could find support here, right? Which we've had support in the past, and we've had a resistance there in the past, right? Touching here, resistance. Touching here, support. Touching here, resistance. And maybe this is support now. Okay, that's my last kind of hope that maybe Solana doesn't fall down to this support down here. Okay, but if it fails that, I think we fall down actually further for Solana before we see really big really big bullish momentum. Okay, like potentially down to here, like 120s again, maybe 130. Okay, we're gonna tighten this up as we get down to lower time frames. Okay, let's add some support and resistance up here also. Okay. And then we also have this resistance point here. Okay. That we didn't even get to test. We just missed it. Okay. See how price didn't even get to this resistance point and failed before it even got to touch that. So it's not looking great. Okay. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's go to the day. Let's make a trend line. Okay. I think this is the better trend line right there. Okay. What I would love to see here on this day trend line, okay? You see support or resistance that was here, right? We see that it could be support. See how price pushed up, tested, then wicked hard off, made a little bit of a higher high there. Not much, but a little bit higher high. I would want to see price do something like this on this bearish candle here with when it touches this box, okay? And I'd want price to respect this trend line. Okay, you see this day trend line? If we are to continue this bullish momentum, I need price to respect this trend line, and I need price to support here at about 162 to 158. Okay, we would need price to support in this area for Solana. If not, I think we go down to there's a couple different areas I think we could go down to for Solana. Oh, stop scrolling around. I think we could go down to here. Okay. I think this could be a support area. But if not this, I think we're going down to this. Okay. This support area is 138 to about 132. Okay. So right back to the 130s. Okay. I think it actually could be even tighter. Let's make it a little tighter. Yeah, I think this is realistic. 136 to 132. Okay. I think if this fails, we're going down to 136. Okay. And we'll be back in the 130s. And then if this one is not as strong as I might think it could be, we're falling to like the 120s again. High 120s, not like $120. I think we fall to like 128 and maybe as low as 120. Okay. But support is intense at 120s. Okay, is intense. It's always wicked off very, very hard off 120. Now if this support failed, then we could go down to sub 100, which is like down in these lows, right? Sub 100. But 120 has been an intense support zone. Okay, so I don't think we fall in this bull run, right? In this next bull run, I don't think we fall sub 120. But I think there is potential opportunity with the fail of this breakout, if it does fail, to fall to 120s again. Okay. And trust me, my name's Soul Maniac. Do I want to say Solana is going to fall back to 120? No, I don't want to say that. No, I don't want to admit that it could happen. But I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be honest to you guys. I'm not just going to keep spewing, oh, Solana to 200, Solana to 200. Because in the short term, I don't know. It might not go to 200. Okay. Now, if Bitcoin has a bullish month that I think we do in November, then I think we could see $200 in November. Okay. Let's say if Solana does have a month like Bitcoin. Okay. We're on the day time frame, right? Okay. Say we do see 20% in November. That puts us in Solana at $202. Okay, so barely at $200, but we could potentially see it. Now, if we have a really bullish month in October or November, right, where maybe we see a 30% return, that puts us at a $220 SOL. Okay, so if November plays out and Solana follows Bitcoin like it usually does, we could see a $200 SOL this month. Okay. We could see it. We did see a $183 SOL this month. So that is very good numbers. But we need to see what is going to happen here at the support. Okay. And I think this support is a very key indicator of what's going to happen in November. If we break this and it turns into resistance, not good for November and not good for Solana, okay? And I'm just going to keep it real with you guys and keep it honest. I don't want to say that because I don't want Solana to fall further, but I'm never gonna lie to you guys on what I see. I'm never just gonna tell you 200 because that's what I want. I'm gonna be honest. It could fall to 120. Okay, it could fall to 120. But I don't know for sure yet. Okay, we gotta first see, right? Don't have that mindset of 120 or 200, right? First, see what is gonna happen at the support. I think this is the most important indicator here. Watch this support and see what happens there. Okay. And at any time, if you're watching right now, throw in the chat, like, hey, can you give me what the support is so I can write it down or put it on my chart or whatever it is, okay? Please stop me or ask questions. All right, let's go down to a lower time frame for Solana, okay? Now, Solana potentially, let's see, what is it? Solana's, it is looking like it is kind of finding support in this area, right? Where these wicks are, it looks like it is finding some support and price is failing to really push hard lower. But still hard to tell, right? If I won't be convinced on bullish momentum until the 9 and the 20 on the 4-hour cross again in a bullish momentum. Okay, and let's see what the 1 hour showing. 1 hour showing looks just like Bitcoin. It's a mess. It's trying to figure out what the heck it's going to do, right? We had a 9 and 20 cross just like Bitcoin, failed. Okay, price is holding below the VWAP, made a lower low here. Bullish indicators that we're probably going to fall into 162 to 158, okay? Now, when I see price get in here, I'm going to look at, is there going to be a long opportunity, okay? And if there's a long opportunity, I'm going to be shooting for like 180, high 180s to 190s, okay? That's what I would shoot for. But I'd also need indication of price above VWAP, 9 and 20 crossing, and support in that box, okay? There's indicators you need to really have confirmation, all right? But yeah, honestly, Solana looks identical to Bitcoin. Like really, they look exactly the same. Just different price, right? Just different numbers. All right, I want to also, now this is the funny thing. Grass has an entirely different chart. Grass looks extremely bullish, okay? Grass is going off. Grass is doing insane things, okay? Let's do some charting on Grass, okay? Because I'm very, very bullish on Grass, and I'm very excited what Grass will do in this next bull. I mean, look at right now, 16% today for Grass already. And Bitcoin and Solana are negative, right? Grass is almost in price discovery. I mean, it's made all-time highs several times. It made a new high earlier. Was this yesterday? Made a new all-time high. Price is retesting that and finding to see if it's going to break it or not. Grass is doing insane things. Grass right now is at $1.20. If you remember at the beginning of this week, we were buying Grass down here at 70 cents. Okay, we literally had a live stream on the opening of Grass. Okay, and this is what it's done. This is what it's done. Okay, Grass is an entirely different sentiment right now than Solana and Bitcoin. Okay, I think Grass is very bullish. I think if price is in this box, good opportunity for trades, because every time it falls in the support and breaks out and then falls back to the previous high, it finds support there and pushes up even higher. So I'm very bullish on Grass right now. Let's look at the day time frame. There's still not a lot of information. Okay, see, it's only been up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Hasn't even been a week. Okay, so you can't really do any TA off the daytime frame. 4 hour, you still can't really do much TA, minus that there is a bullish trend here, clearly. And it's steep. Okay, it's steep. We could see a break in this 4 hour trend here, okay, where price begins to fall. And if price falls I would expect it to potentially go back down to like 80 cents. Okay. And if it falls back to 80 cents, I'm gonna be buying it. But really, it just keeps pushing up higher and higher and higher. Let me actually put this down to here. There we go. Let's go on the 1 hour timer. I think the 1 hour is like got actually good information and good technical analysis for us that we can actually make some smart decisions off of. Right now, it's the EMAs, the VWAP, all in a bullish direction. Okay, no indication right now of showing weakness in regards to this bullish trend. Now, the one thing I do see weakness is price is failing to break above this previous high here, kind of showing some weakness there. Now, if it fails and cannot break this peak, which is $1.25, then I would expect, okay, maybe we have either consolidation or maybe we fall to this support down here, which is about 80 cents. Okay. And that would be what I would expect. Maybe there's some support we could find here. Okay. Which is around 90 cents. Okay. We could maybe see some support in this area. Right. We've seen price wick off here, right here, and push up higher. That's a pretty wide support from 97 to 89 cents. But we could see support there. Okay. But I gotta first want to see what happens here at this support and what happens with this peak. Okay. But yeah, that's grass. Grass is going insane. Let's go to lower time frames, because I think this one you need to go lower because it's just so new. You have this 15-minute time frame trend line. Let's put some this is the 15-minute trend line, and it's testing this trend line pretty heavily. It's kind of like seeing what it's doing, finding support here, but it looks like it's actually respecting the trend line. And the EMAs actually don't look like they look like they're continuing up in a bullish direction. So that's actually looking pretty good. We might actually see price discovery here on grass soon. In the next, hour. We could see price discovery on grass. So I'm bullish on grass. I personally would not be opening up a trade here. What I would wait for is price discovery and then a retest on this support. Okay, that's what I would do. I wouldn't open up a position now because it could go short or it could go long. It's kind of like in an opportunity, but I would want to see price break out of this. Let's get my tool. Let's get my trusty little tool out. Where's my tool? I want to see price break out, retest, and then push up further. And I would want to enter right in here. Okay, that'd be where I'd want to go. Or price could, retest, fall further, maybe find support here, then push back up to here. Then I'd maybe want to take a short here if it begins to fail, or a long here and see if it pushes back up, right? So I think there's some things I want to still see with grass before I actually open up a position, because I would have wanted to open up a position here, but that was like 5 a.m. today. So, and I was not awake. Okay, I was definitely asleep. So I want to wait. I would seeing this is where I'd want to enter in something like that for consolidation, then wait for the 9 and the 20 to cross and then put in my position. But what I'm most excited about in everything that we've talked about is there's a lot of opportunity coming. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity. And so if you're a trader, if you're a day trader where you're trading every single day, if you're a trader who trades based on big, large pumps and large corrections, either way, I think there's opportunities coming your way. If you're a spot trader or if you're a day trader, okay? And honestly, if you're either one, join BLOFIN, okay? Because if you join BLOFIN, you'll get rewarded if you do these trades. If you're doing this kind of trading not only will you have a great exchange to trade on, but the activities and the events I'm always going to be doing on my live streams will get you paid out too. So join BLOFIN. It supports us as creators, and it also gives you a good opportunity to use a pretty amazing exchange. And if you're US or in a place that maybe it's hard to get on crypto exchanges, the thing that I love about BLOFIN, no KYC. That's why I love it. Okay. So go hop in there, go check it out. If anything, just go click my link and explore and check it out and see for yourself. Also, if you're a trader who's maybe too nervous to actually put in some money yet because you're not comfortable, BLOFIN does have demo trading. Okay. And I highly recommend start practicing, start taking trades, start actually doing the work. And when we talk about things like grass or like Bitcoin or Solana and what it's doing, do demo trading on what I talk about and practice for yourself. Because demo trading does not take real money. You can make an account, you could deposit $0 and still go practice your trading. So I highly recommend you go practice your day trading with demo trading. I think it's one of the best skills you can do. And I think it's one of the best tools to make yourself confidence before you start putting real money at work. Okay. So yeah, go make an account. If you have any questions or concerns about BLOFIN, hop in my Discord or hop in my DMs, and I would love to talk about it and answer questions. And if I can't answer them, I have direct communication with the team at BLOFIN, and I would shoot that question over to them and get your questions answered also. So yeah, hop in there, join up, and have fun. If you're day trading, have fun doing it. Okay. That's how it should be. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Grass looking good, looking like it's getting support at the 9. It looks like it might be pushing further. Love it. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Oh, Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame has actually just dropped outside of our box. Yeah, this isn't looking great on the 4-hour time frame. We have less than an hour left on this 4-hour candle. Let's go to the 1 hour. It's not looking good. I mean, let me rephrase that. It looks like we're going to fall to a different support. Now, there's opportunity in that, right? There is shorting opportunity for price to fall down to here. And I think I might actually take a short position. We'll see. I'm gonna wait for this 4-hour candle to close and see what happens on this 4-hour candle. And if it stays in this direction in the next 58 minutes, I'm gonna probably open up a position and expect price to fall down to here. And if you remember, on Wednesday we opened up a position and expected price to fall down to 69,000. Dub. Okay. So we'll see if this happens too. Oh. Man, guys, we've been going an hour and 12 minutes already. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope this information is super helpful. If you can, again, I would just like to ask, can you like the stream, comment below it, share it with a friend who might also be interested in Bitcoin and where price might be going for the next 3 months to a year, because we're always looking at the day time frame, right? We're looking at short time frame and the long time frame when you zoom out. So I'm very excited either way for what Bitcoin's gonna do. Hey, Jason, welcome in. I love seeing you in the stream, man. I hope you're having fun. Love from BLOFIN. Everyone say hi. If you're in the chat right now, say hi to Jason from BLOFIN. He's the homie. He's the guy that helps me get these events, help me get these links, and helps me put on events for you guys. So show him some love. Say hi to Jason in the chat. But yeah, Jason, love seeing you here. Excited for the future of BLOFIN and what's going down. So, but yeah, guys, like the stream, share it, show some love, and we're gonna see what happens today on Bitcoin. Now let's talk about a little bit on the election. Let's see what it's at today. Okay. Okay, we got 3 days left for the election. Okay, 3 days and 12 hours. So 3.5 days we have left until the election happens. Okay, and it's the first election that is really talking about crypto in a positive light. And I think that's one of the things that makes me so excited for crypto, is because it's actually the first election where crypto is a main conversation on the main stage, and it's not a scam. It's not this bad thing, right? That they want to just scream at people that it's like so scary to be on crypto. It's only for the black market, right? It's the first election where crypto is getting talked about in a very positive light, and that's something that makes me super excited to see what crypto does, because I think with this crypto and with this election being such a positive narrative for crypto, I think this bull run could be even more insane than anyone we've ever seen, because of the positive narrative crypto currently has on such a large platform. Oh, I love it. Hey, Jason from BLOFIN is currently watching the stream, and he just said if anybody has questions for BLOFIN that you would like to be asked, shoot him in the chat, and I will ask him, and he will put it in the chat right now and answer any questions you have in regards to BLOFIN. So if you're wondering about fee schedules, if you're wondering about events, anything, shoot him over in the chat, ask a question, and he would be more than happy to answer those questions. But yeah, that's one thing I'm super hyped about for this election, is that it's the first time in like the 15-16 years Bitcoin has been a thing that has a positive narrative on a global scale. And so I'm very, very excited for that, because I think with that positive narrative, if Trump were to get elected, I think we could see crazy movement in 2025 in the crypto market. Because he's planning on pushing crypto forward and really wants to help adoption. And if that happens, right, if that actually does happen, oh my gosh, I think it could be, I think anybody's guess is like irrelevant. Like it could go way further than anybody can expect in 2025. I think if you're a United States citizen, you know, and I think if you're someone who wants to pay attention to that stuff and you're bullish on crypto, I mean, do with what you will, but that information is kind of key for the future of, you know, your bags or what you're hoping for the market, right? And that's something to take into account for when you're voting, I think. One thing that also I found out that could come into play is a unrealized gains tax that I think is insane. Okay, let me put some more information, because I want to talk about this on something to expect in 2025 if Kamala were to be elected. Okay. Okay. If you look at this tax foundation, Kamala Harris and their party want to initiate a 25% unrealized gains tax on any kind of capital gains. Okay. And I think this goes way beyond crypto. Okay. I think what's kind of scary about this is outside of crypto as a whole. Okay. So here's what I just was thinking about when I was doing some research on this 25% unrealized gains tax. Think of this. The average homeowner, right? They buy a home. A home is what people think is an asset. I personally look at a personal home, if it's your first home, a liability, right? It costs a lot to maintain a home. Okay. You got a lot of maintenance to do on a home. You have taxes to pay on a home. You have your mortgage to pay on a home, right? Unless you bought it cash, it's gonna be a lot of money to pay for it each year. Now think of this. Say, we'll keep it simple numbers, okay? Say someone bought a home for $100,000, right? Now say they bought it in a good market, and within 2025, that home goes from $100,000 to $200,000 to $250,000 in value. We'll say $200,000 to keep the number simple. Okay. Now that homeowner is going to owe taxes, property taxes, right? I don't know. Maybe that's a couple $1,000s that they owe. Now say there's an unrealized capital gains tax. If their home goes from $100,000 in value to $200,000 in value, there's a 25% unrealized gains tax that homeowner is going to pay, which is $25,000. I think that's pretty terrifying for the real estate market, because what homeowner can afford a $25,000 tax bill at the end of the year that they're going to have to pay? That's pretty scary. And why do I think it's scary is because I think this will cause homeowners to drastically want to sell their homes. And I think it would cause a real estate market crash, because people will realize they cannot afford to own a home. Because if some of these homes, some people who bought homes went from, I know in California, there was people who bought homes from 2020 that had the skyrocket market pump, where they had a home that was worth $600,000-$700,000 to $1.2 million homes. Who can afford a 25% tax on that? And I think the scary thing about that unrealized tax gains is what it would do to so many markets. I think we would turn America into a renter's market, and nobody would want to own a home anymore. And I think that's kind of scary, because, I mean, if you think of the American dream, what's the American dream, right? The American dream. White picket fence, owning your home. And if that's taken away, where no one wants to own a home because of this unrealized tax, right? That's insane. That is, I mean, I don't even like, I think the catastrophic effect it could have is pretty insane. And not including, right, if you're someone who invests in the stock market, right? What if they impose this on, say, a 401k? What if they impose this on your Roth IRA? Now you have this account that's supposed to be something that you look forward to in 30, 40, maybe 10 years. And now you got to start paying taxes on it because it goes up in value. If that tax got imposed, I think that's something they're trying to do right away. And in 2025, I think something really bad could happen in the market if that actually passes. If that 25% unrealized gains tax actually got approved, that could be something I think is very scary for America, and homeowners. And I don't even know what else it could affect and what else it could cause. But I think that unrealized gains tax actually is pretty scary. Personally, I didn't even know that was something that was coming, or that was something that could happen very soon if that party were to be elected. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. If you're someone who's a homeowner, if you're someone who's investing, if you're someone who has that, I think it's important to be informed on this and keep track of what's happening, and maybe be ahead of the curve rather than behind when the masses maybe come and find out about it, if that kind of makes sense. And figure out maybe how you can find a loophole in that tax system. I'm not a homeowner, so if this tax got imposed, I don't think I would ever buy a home. I used to really want to be in real estate, but if this got imposed on real estate, I don't know if I would want to buy rental properties, because then I would have my property taxes, and then if my value goes up, I have an additional cost on that, right? Every year, that could take away all my cash flow. And it's like, yeah, real estate, the asset now turns into not an asset at all ever. It's only now a liability, which was like the American dream asset, right? So yeah, I wanted to talk to that about a little bit, because I think depending on who gets elected next week, this is something to pay attention to, because everybody watching right now is investors. You guys are investing in some kind of asset, or maybe you're trying to learn about investments, and this tax we need to be paying attention to, because it affects everybody that's here. So yeah, I just wanted to like share that. Even I heard I think it was Patrick Bet David talking about this unrealized gains tax too, and he was mentioning about, think about corporations, right? What if a corporation, which is in the beginning of the year, right, they're a healthy corporation who's done well, and they from at the start of the year go from a $1 million valuation to a $50 million valuation because they were able to make products, make services that people loved, and they were actually able to make their value grow. That company would have to pay taxes on their unrealized profit of their growth. What corporation could do that? What corporation can afford to pay every single year without ever selling their company the taxes on if they go up in value? It's almost incentivizing corporations to not be like, not grow in value, not provide, right? How many small businesses, how many corporations would actually fall if this were to come into effect for corporations too? Like, there's so many industries that I think that could be affected with this unrealized gains tax that it's actually kind of scary. And now you could argue the same thing, right, with the Donald Trump and the tariffs. People have been talking about tariffs and how that could affect small businesses. I think small businesses would be and corporations would be the one that could be affected more with tariffs. I personally am very much uneducated when it comes to tariffs. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I can only go off what I've heard in interviews and stuff like that. I would have to do more research when it comes to tariffs. I know tax better than tariffs, but I don't know how. The thing with tariffs is, what I think it could be good is the good thing about it is incentives to turn the United States into a place that manufactures goods and services, where we become a place that can export and import the goods for everybody else in the world. Imagine we were someone who could export like China, where, you know, the UK, Europe, Africa, and other companies would rely on us to actually export goods to them. Like we rely on China to export goods to us. I think it could be actually a really good thing, but I think it could be harmful in the short term, beneficial in the long term, if that makes sense. It would be good after like 5 years of us implementing it, but in those 5 years could be actually pretty devastating to small businesses and corporations. That's me speaking on the limited knowledge that I have. Maybe someone else in this chat has more understanding when it comes to tariffs, but I would have to do some more looking into it. I've been trying to listen to some interviews of smarter people than myself who talk about it. So that's kind of like what the information I've been able to hear and kind of, you know, come with my own opinion. So yeah, those are some things I wanted to share with you guys that I'm seeing going on in the world that I think could affect every single one of you guys, my audience. And that's my goal, is to help keep you guys as investors smart, educated, and well prepared for anything that comes our way, and we make the right decisions, right? That's the goal. But I'm excited for the light. Let's also look at the polls. Election polls. Let's see if we can find one this time. We never really found. What is this one? I think BBC worked last time. Let's see what these are saying. Who is leading in national polls? They still say, okay, so Kamala on this one's up a point. This one, they're almost, yeah, she's up 1.1 points on this one. So that's two for two at one point ahead of Kamala. See this one? I like to take multiple and not just take one, because, you know, I think they're all, like, they could be biased. And I'd rather get more polls than just one. I wish this one had a better polling. Let's see. I think this one's leaning more. Kamala? It's hard to tell. I don't know. Oh, right here, right here. Nope. This is what they need. I wish I could find a really good poll. I don't like the poly market one. Good morning, Fabs. I think poly market is skewed because it's all based on how much money people put in it, and so like people could just, like some rich person could just keep dumping money on one side. No, I don't want to enable ads. Poll tracker. Oh, let's see this one, the Guardian. See, it's loading. Let's see what this one says. Okay, 1 point. Seems like they're all saying 1 point. Kamala's up a point. Okay, so currently everything we just saw, we saw like 4 of them. Kamala's up a point on the poll elections. Now I don't know how much you can trust those polls, but I like looking at them, kind of seeing what it is. It looks pretty much a tie. Like, it looks like a tie. But we'll see. All right, we'll see what happens on Tuesday of next week. And remember, we're gonna do a live stream on the election. And we're gonna do a live stream on that day of the TA of Bitcoin and Solana of what is gonna happen. Right? Something could crazy happen on that day. Fabs, I remember Fabs threw in the chat like, hey, look at November 5th of 2020 when the last election was, and on November 5th there was a pretty large correction on that day. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on November 5th, and we'll keep you guys informed. So we'll be showing the election, we'll be showing the live polls, and we'll be showing technical analysis all on that day. So I'll you know what? Let's do this real fast. I'm gonna make a YouTube live stream and schedule it, and then you guys can literally go make a reminder, because it's a unique one. We don't usually do it. Manage. We're gonna schedule a stream. We're gonna do this live, and I'm gonna. All right, I'm about to get it scheduled. Hey, if you guys are watching, put in the chat, what time would you like me to do that live stream? What time should we do that? Okay. What time should we do it at? Let me see. Come to Ape-Chain 2021 vibes. If you're watching right now, put in the chat, what time in Pacific Standard Time, PST, what time would you like me to do the live stream? I was thinking like maybe 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I don't know, maybe 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is 6 p.m. EST. What are you guys thinking? How late should I do the live stream next week? Next Tuesday? Put it in the chat. Come to Ape-Chain. Isn't Ape-Chain the one that Bored Ape Yacht Club just launched? They're creating their own L1 or L2. What time? What time should we do the live stream? Someone throw it up. Oh wait, let me do this real fast. Let's look. What time on election day should we know who won? When will we know 2024 election results? Tuesday, November, but that doesn't mean we'll know who won the election on that day. With each passing election, more and more Americans are casting mail-in ballots. Okay. Oh, right here. When each state reports elections results, November. Oh, it could be as late as the 9th. We'll do another one on the 9th. Super fun. L3 with fees like Sol. Okay. And we're making bank too. Okay. Nice. That's an L3. Okay. Polls close. Share a voters report 24 hours after 6 p.m. Eastern time in 2022. (9 p.m. Eastern time. California closed at 11 p.m. Eastern time, so that's 8. Maybe I should do it. So California closes, polls close at 11 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 8 p.m. our time. I think let's do, I might do 7 p.m. It's going to be a pretty late stream. I can always change it. So that'd be at an hour into the stream on that day. We should have, the results, or not results, but some kind of idea, right? Okay, done. I'm gonna change the thumbnail and stuff too for this one, but I'm gonna show you guys right now. Go to, if you would like to take part in this stream, go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and set a reminder. Live in 4 days, right? Set a reminder right here to notify yourself. And I'll be going live on at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on November 5th. Okay? Might be a little late. But we'll see. I might change it because 7 p.m. is 10 p.m. for people on the eastern side of the country, and I don't know if people will still be up. I don't know. Do you think it's, I don't know. Send me feedback if you think if that's too late. Send me feedback. (3 p.m. might be a better time, I think. I can always change it though. And I'm gonna change this thumbnail to like a election one, so everyone knows it's like a special stream. Ape Chain. I'm gonna see if Ape Chain's on BLOFIN. Oh, where did I just close? Oh, it's a Bitcoin return. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, Ape. Ape is on there. 2021 vibes, dude. I miss 2021. 2021 was amazing. How is Ape doing? Let's see. Looks like it actually might have found a bottom. Ape could actually have found a bottom here. For me, it doesn't matter. I will always try to be here when you stream. Thanks, Fabs. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. You're the homie, man. You've been such a good supporter. Seriously. Real fast. I just want to shout out Fabs. Like, Fabs has been... He's been a supporter since day one. As long as I can remember, Fabs has always been a supporter. He always says good morning. Almost every stream he's at, like, if you're someone like that, maybe you're a silent supporter, I just want to say thank you. Like, seriously, thank you, Fabs. It really means a lot to have people like you support our content, and it makes it really fun to have you be a part. It makes it way more fun to do content. Seriously, like, I just appreciate it, and that's yeah, thank you for everything that you do and everything that you're a part of when we do this kind of stuff. I appreciate you, and I hope you're having a great Friday, man. Seriously, thank you so much, Fabs. And like the only way I could really say thank you, I mean, I think Fabs, didn't you win the one giveaway we did? And that's like the best way I feel like I can give back to you guys who support. If you bridge to Ape and just hold your Ape coin on Ape chain in your wallet, you get 12%. Oh, nice. APY. That's pretty solid. Do you have to, is it like a stake? Is it like, do you have to stake your Ape, or is it literally just hold it in the wallet and you automatically get 12% APY? Huh. I'm going to look that up real fast. That's pretty solid. Nice, $50. Yeah, I remember we did that. All right, let's look at Ape Chain. I lit all these already. Ape. Let me see. Wow. Okay, so if you just hold Ape in your wallet of your Ape Chain wallet, you automatically just get 12% APY. That's actually really solid. Let me see if I can find this. Top trader. Oh, here we go. Here, website, Twitter. Huh. Yep, trying to come in. Ape coin in the handle, sir. Ape coin is in the handle. Okay, let me try to go back. Here we go. For the love of God, Ape coin, tweet this out on its own and pin it somewhere. So this is what he's talking about. ApeCoin. If you have ApeCoin and use the chain, you automatically get apechain.com. Okay, let's check it out right now. There we go. Ape Chain. Here we go. The place to ape. The Schizo trading game. 1000x leverage. Top new apps: Saru, Battle Plant, Ape Express, Camelot, Top Trader, Ape Names, Dookie Dash. I remember when Dookie Dash first launched. Swamp Gaming, Web3 Esports, Streets of Tokyo. Those are games that they have. Well, this does look pretty crazy. Banana Bowl, we back builders. ApeChain offers builders incentives for reaching milestones that grow the network. So they incentivize building. This looks actually pretty awesome. I'm late to ApeChain. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm way late. Top Trader, Dookie Dash, Ape Express, the ultimate meme coin toolkit. Made by Apes Club. This does look pretty cool. I'll have to do some more research. Ape Express equals Pump Fum. Okay, so Ape Express is essentially like a Pump Fun Photon meme trading site. I'll have to look into this. This is actually pretty crazy. Ape Portal. Get on ApeChain. The simplest way to bridge, swap, and on-ramp on ApeChain. This is pretty crazy. Oh, it's 1 week old. Oh, I'm not late. You're right. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to keep in the loop on this, actually. This looks pretty crazy. Their Web3 gaming is insane too. Like all these games that they have right here. Games. Top Trader, Battle Plan, Dookie Dash, Streets of Tokyo. What is this one? Community owned skill-based shooter. PvP, PvE game modes for every type of player. Yeah, dude, this looks actually pretty crazy. I didn't know it was a week old. Nah, you're not late. That's great. Hey, Fab's got alpha. Fabs has the alpha. I'd recommend you guys look into this too. This is pretty crazy. Like, this is not many things are built this good, right? Jizo, some hyped mints. All right, let's go check on. I think we're almost at. Oh no, we're not. We're not close to that for our candle closing. I don't think. Let's go check on this candle real fast on Bitcoin. It's not looking great. Look, again, it's looking like it's looks like it's figuring it out right here. Are we on the 4 hour? Let me check something real fast. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's in the right area. I just wanted to make sure I had that support zone correct. But yeah, guys, okay. We're almost 2 hours into the stream. And I think I'm going to call it pretty soon. But yeah, that's where we're at in Bitcoin, okay? I'm waiting to see what happens in the support area, okay? And remember, Solana looks exactly the same as Bitcoin. So pretty much I'm waiting for the same exact thing on Solana. And then if you would look at Grass, right? Let's re-look at Grass. Okay, Grass is pumping outside of that support. You see that? And this is what we're waiting for, Grass, okay? I want to see Grass. Oh wow, the price discovery right now. It's gonna so right now Grass will go up. We'll see how high it goes up. I don't know. Could go up pretty high. Right? And then I want to see Grass retest this support, and then hopefully it bounces off, and again we see a new price discovery. So Grass right now is actually seeing price discovery, okay? And I want to see it break out and then retest the previous high, and then hopefully there find support, and then we go even higher, okay? So I'm going to be looking now see how high grass goes, and I'm gonna be waiting for it to retest the support, and I'm gonna try to enter a long right in here. Okay, just so you guys know, that's for grass. Bitcoin, we're waiting to see what the heck happens with price. Does it go lower or does it go higher? And actually, it did not make a lower low here, but it is making a lower low from here and a lower high from here. So we'll see what happens here on Bitcoin. We gotta wait. We gotta be patient. Okay, that's like the key to being a good trader. Be patient. All right. But that's all I have for you guys this morning. Fabs, thank you for sharing about the ape chain and ape. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. But guys, again, I'm very excited to see what the market does, because I think November, either way, is going to be a bullish month. Either way. And I think it's going to be fun to see what happens. And so if you want to stay in the know, if you want to know what's going on in the market, if you want to know what's going on in the election, if you want to know what's happening with Bitcoin and other altcoins, when things are launching, when things are going down, stay tuned to our live streams. Okay, our next one will be Monday, and then literally we'll have 3 live streams in a row: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, okay, of next week. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Monday, Wednesdays, and right now, currently, for the election one, will be 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on election day. Okay, so stay informed in that, and I'll keep you guys in the loop of what's happening in Bitcoin and what's happening with election and how that is affecting the market and what we should expect. Okay, all right, guys, have a great Friday. I hope you had a safe and blessed Halloween. I will see you guys on Monday. That'll be the next time I see you. So stay safe over this weekend. Have a great rest of your day and stay bullish.
Pull up on my grind, 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 pull up on my grind. I'm promoting you now. Pull up on my grind, 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 pull up on my grind.